When it comes to China's domestic aircraft, the first thing that comes to mind is the C919, which has attracted a lot of attention as a new generation of domestically produced mainline passenger aircraft. But when it comes to strategic significance, I'm afraid it has to be the Y20, a large transport aircraft affectionately known as the Fat Girl by military fans, although it looks round, but don't underestimate its strength. As an important cornerstone of the Strategic Air Force, the emergence of the Y-20 not only makes up for the shortcomings of the Chinese Air Force, but also in the international arms trade market, so that the whole world has seen the power of China. And just recently, photos of four Y-20Bs unveiled at the same time were exposed on the internet, triggering heated discussions among netizens. So, what are the highlights of Y-20B? How strong is the Y-20 after the Turbofan-20? China's aviation engine really can already random fabrication? Speaking of Y-20, in fact, as early as the 1990s, China has developed the idea of a large transport aircraft, but at that time the national strength is limited, the technology is not mature, so it can only be temporarily shelved. But with China's comprehensive national strength steadily increased, the development of large transport aircraft has also been formally put on the agenda. In 2007, the Y-20 project was successfully launched and entered the development phase at Xi'an Aircraft Industry Corporation, XAIC. Under the joint efforts of researchers, in January 2013, the Y-20 first flight was successful, and in 2016, it was formally installed in the Army, named Y-20, codenamed Kunping. Don't look at the Y-20's chubby appearance, but thanks to its excellent aerodynamic shape and advanced flight control system, its flight performance is quite excellent. As a large multi-purpose transport aircraft, the Y-20's payload is also considerable, with a maximum payload of up to 66 tons, which exceeds the 40 tons of the Russian Il-76 and is comparable to the US C-17 transport aircraft. In addition, the Y-20's range is also considerable, up to 7,800 kilometers under full load, capable of intercontinental transit. Therefore, the launch of the Y-20 marks China as one of the few countries in the world that can independently develop a large transport aircraft. Of course, as a large multi-purpose transport aircraft, the Y-20's use is not only limited to transportation. Thanks to its excellent performance, the Y-20 can be derived from a variety of models to perform various missions. For example, the refueling model can refuel warplanes in the air, significantly increasing the combat radius of the Chinese Air Force. Another example is the early warning type, which can carry radar systems and act as an airborne radar station to provide early warning and command capabilities for the Air Force. While the transportation type is even simpler, which can be used for rapid deployment of troops or transportation of weapons, equipment, and supplies, which is of great strategic significance in wartime. In addition to these derivative models, the Y-20 is constantly being upgraded and improved. No, a photo of four Y-20Bs unveiled at the same time was recently exposed on the internet, which aroused widespread concern. So, what are the highlights of this Y-20B? In fact, compared with the early Y-20, the biggest highlight of the Y-20B is the replacement of the Turbofan-20 engine. Some people may ask, what is so rare about the engine? It is important to know that the engine is the heart of the aircraft. An excellent engine, the performance of the aircraft is crucial to improve. Prior to this, the Y-20 used the D30KP2 engine imported from Russia. Although this engine technology is mature, stable performance, but the shortcomings are also very obvious, that is high fuel consumption, limited thrust. This not only limits the Y-20's load and range, but also affects its flight performance. The emergence of the Turbofan-20 engine, on the other hand, has perfectly solved this problem. This engine is independently developed by China and has significantly improved in thrust, fuel consumption, reliability, and other aspects. According to public information, the maximum thrust of Turbofan-20 can reach about 14 tons, which is about 20% higher than that of D30KP2. Moreover, it has lower fuel consumption, higher reliability, and longer service life. It is precisely for this reason that the Y-20B, after being retrofitted with the Turbofan-20, has made a qualitative leap in performance. Load and range have increased significantly, and the flight performance is also more excellent. which means that the Y20B is able to carry out more complex missions and has a stronger strategic delivery capability in wartime. Moreover, the mass production of the Turbofan-20 also marks a major breakthrough in China's aviation engine field, knowing that the aviation engine has always been China's shortcomings, long-term dependence on imports, which seriously restricts the development of China's aviation industry, and the successful development and mass production of the Turbofan-20, which breaks this bottleneck, so that China in the field of aviation engine from scratch to have a leap. Of course, the successful development of Turbofan-20 did not happen overnight. It is the result of the wisdom and hard work of countless researchers. During the development process, the researchers overcame one technical problem after another before finally achieving today's results. And the successful development of the Turbofan-20 has also laid the foundation for the development of China's aero engines.